Hey, what's up? It's Tony the Bell here, and today we are going to talk about the 5 benefits I personally found when I did cold showers. Oh, yeah, cold showers. All right, let's get started. So, there's a lot of theories about why you should take cold showers, whether you were like on the number one reason why I would ever take a cold. Actually, there's two reasons why I would take a cold shower. The first reason is like if it's a really hot summer day and you just need to cool down. But like the other most important reason I would ever do it is because it really tests on your discipline levels. I feel like it's one of the safest places to test your discipline as well as your like fighting that primal brain without actually dying. Like you're put in a situation where you think you're going to die. Like every time you step into that cold shower, there's this thing that pauses me every single time, no matter it was 3 months in, 6 months in, 9 months in, every single time. Sometimes I got better, sometimes I just like naturally moved along, but I always paused or hesitated, and then that hesitation lasted for 5 minutes. So it's a good chance to just practice disciplining yourself to just fight that urge and just go for it. Like this is such an important point that I just have to say it again. It teaches you to be uncomfortable in a comfortable situation. Instead of taking hot showers every single day, this forces you to be like, okay, I'm going to be something different. I'm going to do a cold shower, and then I'm going to turn on the cold shower. My brain says I'm going to die. I know I'm not going to die. I go in the shower, and then I don't die, and then I feel great all of a sudden. So that's what I found out, is that once you can conquer that part, you feel great. Like you feel like this is what people say whenever they take a cold shower, they are on top of the world, is because when they do this, you fought that primal brain of yours. I don't know what you call it, that lizard brain of yours, and then you just decide, you're like, screw it, I'm just gonna do it, and then you do it. Like that's hands down the biggest benefit you could do for yourself. Benefit number 2 I noticed is that because I take a cold shower, instead of taking a 20-minute hot shower, I do like 5 minutes max, usually around like 1 to 3 minutes, because I sissy out most of the time. If I'm feeling brave, what happens is after you take a cold shower for that long, it just feels like water. It doesn't feel enjoyable compared to a hot shower where you just like you can go into trance. But with a cold shower, it just feels like once you get through the initial shock, it just feels like water. So it's kind of boring, so you turn it off. But with that benefit, it helped me improve my skin and hair, because I don't dehydrate my skin with the hot water, and 2, I'm in the shower less. So that's less, in California, it's a very hard water. So it's less hard water on my skin. So that's 2 benefits. One is like it doesn't destroy my skin oils, and 2, I'm just in the shower less. So that's why I found it benefits my hair and my skin. The third benefit I found was it's more like a benefit / neutral kind of, I wouldn't really call it a benefit, but I noticed that my energy levels skyrocketed during the morning, and then I just felt this huge urge to nap during the lunchtime. Like usually it's not that bad, and usually it's because of lunch, but no matter whether I had lunch, I didn't have lunch, or I ate something very light like a salad, I just wanted to go to sleep at around 12. And the worst part is like around 3 p.m. I'm just like knocked out. It's like when you wake up early at like 6 a.m. and you're like, you know what, I'm feeling like I can take on the day, and then at 3 p.m. you just like kind of crash out. That's what I kind of noticed with the cold showers, is my energy levels, instead of like, if this was like a typical energy level chart and then it slowly goes down, it's more like you shift that. So if you felt tired, or usually around, if you wake up around 7 and you feel tired around 7 p.m., usually I would feel like I'd wake up at 7 and I'd feel tired around like 4 p.m. It just slightly shifts my energy levels, which also makes it easier to fall asleep at like 9 p.m. because I'm just more tired. It feels like I've stayed up till 12 a.m., but it's only 9 p.m. So I noticed that it kind of shifts and makes it easier to stick to my sleep schedule than to actually try to force myself after working the whole night. Fourth benefit is it's like meditation on steroids. Like this is like what happens is the first 20 seconds is, I would say, the best part. Like it's the worst part, but it's also the best part. Hear me out. So what happens is when you take that cold shower, that first 20 seconds, you're like, your brain is saying that you're gonna die, and it's like you're starting to panic. You take that deep breath because of the shock from the cold water, and you're like, and then during that moment, at 20 seconds where you can't focus on anything, it's just like you get out of your head. And that's what I noticed, is that once you get out of your head, it's like it feels like you're fighting for your survival, and you don't have any worry to think about, anything about the upcoming job, the deadline, anything about like, the kids, the cookies, I love cookies. It's just like you and survival during those 20 seconds. And it can be a little stressful, but it's also sort of like a form of bliss because you get out of your head. You stop like in this and you're just focused more on the present. That's why I like to say it's a meditation on steroids for at least the first 30 seconds, is because the hardest part about meditation is staying out of your head. But when you're forcefully put into the situation, you kind of have to just stay out of your head for at least like 30 seconds until you get everything under control. You're like, okay, my body's not panicking. I got used to the cold water. I can breathe. I could be a normal human again. It just feels like regular water. So yeah, that's the fourth benefit I found. The fifth benefit I found is it's like a 50-50, but it does give me better sleep. So that's actually one of my sleeping hacks, is that when I cannot fall asleep, I actually just take a cold shower. Even in winter, even during the summer, no matter when it is, I just take a cold shower. Now, I've heard people where they did this before and it just completely woke them up and they couldn't fall asleep. In my case, it works for me. I just fall asleep like a baby after that. Basically the idea is it forcibly drops your body temperature all the way down so that when you go to sleep, it's a lot easier to fall asleep because you're under this nice warm blanket, and then you just feel cold and comfortable and snuggy inside. But at the same token, what happens is since you forcibly dropped it, your body heat's gonna start increasing it. So there's two sides of the coin. You have to figure out. You have to try it at least once to see if it works for you. But in my case, it is one of my sleeping hacks that I use whenever I am desperate to fall asleep. So will I continue taking cold showers after doing cold showers for a year? And the answer is probably not. And that's because there's a lot of benefits. One, it's like after even a year of doing, I've seen people say they love cold showers and they, now they look forward to the cold shower. That never happened to me. Now, it doesn't mean I don't like it, but like I don't like feel this like a joy to just go into the cold shower instead of a hot shower. So what I'll probably do is from time to time I'll switch it up. Sometimes, I do crave the cold shower, but sometimes, you just had like a really hard day and you just want to just take a warm, relaxing shower. There's cons to, and there's pros and cons to both sides. So it's not really a decision to be like, okay, I'm only going to do cold showers from now on. I'm going to do hot showers from now on. Probably in the future, I'll probably do more cold showers to hot showers. But at the time, I noticed that I can switch to cold showers whenever I want. After doing it for a year, I already solidified the habit that I can do cold showers for a year. So that's already no problem. The thing is, do I want to continue sticking with it, or do I want to switch to a hot shower? Maybe in the future, I'll continue just doing only cold showers just to keep my mind sharp. But right now, since I'm trying to change other habits, I notice that when you continue to do cold showers, like it takes a little bit of my willpower because I never truly want to take a cold shower. So my body it always takes some mental effort to do. And when you're trying to change other habits, trying to create more videos or just create more videos, that it makes it a lot harder over time to create new habits because you're taking a little bit of willpower. So once I solidify these new habits that I want, would I potentially take cold showers again in the future? And the answer is probably yeah, And then after that, like it won't take my willpower. It'll feel like a habit. Hopefully I'll enjoy taking cold showers. Maybe that'll change my mind after like 2 years. But until then, I'm probably going to be switching to hot showers for now. And yeah, that's it. Let me know if you found this helpful or helpful. All right. Peace out.